Hey guys, I hope that you are doing well. My name is Selim Shemi, I'm Mark's co-founder and CEO. So for those who don't know what Mark is basically an all-in-one advertising platform where you can build your advertising campaigns across all advertising platforms such as Facebook ads, Google ads, Snapchat ads. We are adding more and more platforms, but for the moment, we integrate only with Shopify and with Facebook ads. So we have templates of audiences, templates of rules that you can use to automate your ads. And we have a lot of cool features that I'm sure you will like. So in today's video, I'm coming with Facebook advertising tips for you guys. I'm excited for this video because I'm sure it will help a lot of you, whether you have an e-commerce store or even if you don't do e-commerce, if you have another business and you want to try Facebook ads, I'm sure that this video is going to help you. What we are going to see in this video is the Facebook ads cost in 2020. So how much you will pay for Facebook ads today. We will see that it depends on a lot of factors, on the campaign objective, on the country that you are targeting, on the audiences. So we are going to see all of those factors in this video. Then I'm going to explain you the Facebook ads algorithm, how it works and how you can lower your Facebook ads cost. That's very important. We are also going to see the Facebook ads auction process. All right, it's going to be a very complete video, guys. The most important factors when it comes to Facebook ads. We are going also to see how to lower your Facebook ads cost. Very important, all right, because you don't want to overpay for Facebook ads, and the lower your cost per acquisition, the more benefits and profits you will make for your business. And finally, the two types of return of investment that you can get on Facebook ads. The first thing that I want to talk with you guys is some benchmarks, all right? So what you can expect when going into Facebook ads. And it's a hard question because, if you ask me how much I'm going to pay for an advertising campaign, what will be the cost per click on Facebook ads, and I can't tell you an exact answer for this because it depends on a lot of factors. There is a study that has been done by WordStream where they show a lot of industries and they show you the average cost per click in Facebook ads across all industries. As you can see in this study, the average cost per click is $1.72. It's not really that accurate because the financial industry is very expensive here. You have a cost per click of 3.77, so it affects the whole. And so we don't want to say that the benchmark is almost $2 because it really depends on your industry. So if you're in e-commerce, the benchmark for e-commerce will be $1. Okay, it won't be almost $2. So you need to consider your industry. Also, it's a very interesting study because you can see how Facebook ads vary across all industries. It's a factor. Then we have another study done by AdEspresso, and AdEspresso is basically telling you the average cost per click regrouped by country. So you can take your country, you can be in the US or in the UK, and you can see your average cost per click. Now, this is a study done in 2017. So the Facebook ads benchmark nowadays it's more expensive than it was in 2017 to advertise on Facebook, but it's still so cheap to advertise on Facebook. And so that's why if you're not doing it yet, you need to do it right now. Now let's see the Facebook advertising cost in 2020. And what I want to show you is a study that has been made by Relevance. On this study, they show us that the average Facebook ads cost per click start from $0.95. All right. Again, it depends on months, so it varies. Now it's starting to stabilize, right? So as you can see, from May to June, we don't have a lot of difference. But due to COVID, the average cost per click decreased a lot. And then another study done by Relevance show us the cost per click by campaign objective. So again, it depends on industry, it depends on country, but it also depends on the campaign objective. If you're trying to optimize for purchase, for example, if your campaign objective is conversions, you will pay more than if you want to just drive traffic to your website, if you choose the traffic objective. It really depends on the campaign objective that you are choosing. What we have found is that the conversion campaign works really well, even if you don't have any data. So if you are doing commerce in general, you can start directly with conversions campaigns even if you don't have any data. I want also to show you guys the CPM. So that's the CPM in 2020. Again, we can see that it has been affected by COVID, but now it's starting to stabilize. So you can expect to pay for, by the way, the CPM, for those of you that don't know what CPM is basically the cost per mile. So the cost per 1,000 impressions. And on Facebook, you can expect a CPM of $10, something. If you're paying more than $10, then something is wrong in your campaign, and we are going to see how you can lower your CPM, by the way. So now let's look at the Facebook ads algorithm, all right, how it works in 2020. So Facebook ads is actually an auction process. So you have billions of different auctions that are happening every single day. And for an example, we are going to see this guy, all right? So it's a 20-year-old male living in New York City, and he is interested in entrepreneurship, in space, in NBA, and in travel. You can see that there are two advertisers. Obviously, there are millions of advertisers that are competing every single day on Facebook. But let's say for this example that there are only two advertisers. The advertiser one want to target men aged 18 to 24 interested in space. And the advertiser 2 want to target men aged 18 to 24 interested in travel. All right, so you can see here that they are competing because they want their ads to be shown for this exact person, for this exact audience. And so who Facebook will choose? Which advertiser will Facebook choose? So that's what we are going to see. And to understand that, we need to understand how the Facebook ads algorithm work in 2020. So you have three factors, and it's called BEAR, all right? So it's an acronym, and that's how you can remember how the Facebook ads algorithm work. So the B is for bidding. So we are going to see each one of those elements. So the B is for bidding. Then you have expected action, all right? And finally, the R is for relevance and quality. So that's the BEAR acronym. Now let's start with bidding. So bidding represents how much you are willing to pay Facebook for a specific action. So for example, how much are you willing to pay Facebook for a purchase? And let's say that your competitors are putting high bid. So let's say that they are willing to pay $50 for a purchase. If you put $25 and you're competing with them, you are not going to get your ads in front of your audience. All right, so the bid is very important. Bidding is very important. And it's actually the only part of the Facebook ads algorithm that you have control over. You have an easy control over bidding because you can change the bid. Of course, if you are a beginner, you might want to take the automatic bidding because it's going to be easier, especially if you don't understand that. Or you can use Mark and create your campaign on Mark. By the way, you have a 14-day free trial. So if you didn't try Mark yet, go in the description and start your 14-day free trial today. Then you have the expected action. So the expected action represents how likely your audience is going to perform the action. It's based on previous behaviors. So for example, if a person watched a lot of tickets to Greece, for example, in Europe, that person only watched tickets, only watched destinations, only watched traveling website, what to do in Greece, how much cost a ticket to Greece. Facebook try to understand that that person want to go to Greece and want to buy a ticket. So it will favorite the advertiser that want to target travel, for example, all right? Because they know that this person is going to travel. Actually, Facebook knows more about you than you know about yourself. That's what is incredible. Well, it's a bit scary, but Facebook knows you a lot. So if it knows that you're, going on a lot of websites related to travel, then it's going to choose the advertiser that is going to target you, because Facebook knows that you have a high chance of clicking on that ad, right? So this is the expected action. Facebook expects you to click on the ad because based on previous behaviors, it understood that you want to go to Greece, for example. And then you have the relevance and quality. So this is essentially the quality of your Facebook ads campaign. Very, very important. And it's based on the relevance score, the targeting, the creative, and the negative feedback, and also your Facebook ad account score. You know, if you receive a lot of negative feedbacks on your advertising campaign, Facebook will, you know, it will impact you, but won't tell you. It's like a shadow ban. And, you know, your relevance score will also decrease. And your relevance score is very important because it's basically telling you if your content is matching with your audience. So that's a very important metric to track, you know. If your relevance score is high, it means that people are enjoying your ads. And so it's good for the user experience, and Facebook will show your ads more often. But if your relevance score is, you know, low, if people don't click, you know, with your ads, if people don't like it, if you have a lot of negative comments, well, Facebook will probably not show these ads as often, and as a consequence, you will pay more. Your CPM will be higher. All right, so that's why you need to keep track of your relevance score. Now, let's see 10 factors that determine the cost of Facebook ads, all right? And the first one, guys, is the Facebook ads algorithm. As we saw, you need to understand the Facebook ads algorithm, all right? Bidding, that's the only easy thing that you can control. The expected action and the relevance score and quality, all right? You need to understand how the Facebook ads algorithm works so that you can create quality campaigns, and you can basically help Facebook to put your ads in front of your ideal audiences. Then the audience targeting is very, very important. So guys, it's all about your audiences. You need to create content that is tailored to audiences. And so the audience choice is very important. So here are some audience factors that can impact your Facebook advertising. You have the age, the gender, the languages, the locations. So as we saw, if you target people in the US, it will cost you more than if you target people in Europe. Then you have behaviors, all right? Is it an active online buyer? If yes, you will pay more because that person is more likely to purchase one of your products. The interests and the size of the audience. So the size of the audience is very important because if you are in e-commerce, you want to target large audiences. When I say large, it's more than 1 million. If you target lower than that, then you will pay less. But for e-commerce, it's not really good. It's better for local businesses, all right? So if you own a local business, then you will love to target hundreds of thousands of people. But if you're in e-commerce, you need to target millions of people. And if you target millions of people, your ads will be more expensive as a result. Then your ads creatives, guys. Your creatives need to be tailored to your audiences. It needs to be catchy. You need to grab the attention of your audiences when they are on Facebook. You know, they are not on Facebook to buy. That's the thing. They are on Facebook to speak with their friends, to speak with their family. So you need to grab their attention with eye-catching images or videos. All right, and so I recommend you, here are some tips to build high quality creatives. The first one is to use carousel ads. So carousel ads are, you know, perfect. They works like a charm, and you know, you can expect great results, especially in e-commerce if you use carousel ads. And if you don't have the budget to, you know, record videos, to do video, you know, on a budget, you can use your phone. So this video is made with my smartphone, and you know, I mean, it's nice. I don't need an expensive camera. I just need, you know, a smartphone nowadays to record a video, and you don't need a lot of budget to do that. You just need, you know, a camera. Use third-party apps to improve your creatives. So soon enough, you will be able to do that on Mark. And the tip number 4 is to use GIFs and boomerang. You know, on Facebook, people like to be surprised. And when they are surprised or when they laugh to one of your ads, then they will click, you know, they will be curious and they will want to know more. And also, guys, for your advertising campaigns, try to enhance your content. So there are multiple ways to enhance your content, but basically what you want to do is to create compelling ads by adding text, by adding music, by adding automated captions, so that people that engage on the Facebook newsfeed but that don't have the sound that is turned on, they can watch your ads and understand what's your message. And then you have the budget. So the budget is very important, guys. It's a very important factors that determine the cost of your Facebook ads. You know, when you launch a Facebook ads, you will have to set an advertising budget. So you can choose, you have the choice between two budgets, the daily budget or the lifetime budget. Both have their pros and cons, you know. For example, the daily budget, Facebook will always spend the amount that you say per day. Even if your campaign is not productive, Facebook will spend your money. The lifetime budget, so you tell, you know, the start date and the end date, Facebook will spend your money based on the performance of your campaigns. So if it sees that, you know, on Sunday, your audiences is not really active, it won't spend a lot of money. And the disadvantage of this is that it fluctuates a lot. So if you have an important holiday season for you, you might want to take the daily budget so you're sure that your ads will get in front of your audiences. Then again, the campaign objective, we saw that with the study by RevealBot, but you have basically three objectives. You have the awareness, you have consideration, and you have conversion. So for e-commerce guys, what interests you is the conversion objective. So you have conversions, you have catalog sales, and you have store traffic if you have, you know, a physical place. But if you are in doing everything online, you won't need that objective basically. But you want to focus on the conversion objective. Again, conversions, even if you don't have a lot of data, it works really, really well. So you want to go for that even if you don't have a lot of pixel data. If you're not sure if you want to pay less, you can go with traffic as well, or video views, so that you can create custom audiences of videos of people that watched 95% of your video or 75% of your video. You can create a custom audience of those person, and then you can retarget them with another offer. So that works really great. And as you can see, you have a lot of objectives. You have reach, you have brand awareness. So the cost will depend on all of those objective, on the one that you decide basically. And then we have the placement. So the placement is also very important. You have many placements. You have the Facebook newsfeed, you have the Facebook Write column on the side, you have the Instagram newsfeed, the Instagram stories as well, the audience network. I'm going to explain you in a minute what's the audience network, Messenger, and soon you will maybe have WhatsApp as well. You will be able to advertise on WhatsApp, and Mark will let you to advertise on WhatsApp as well if Facebook is doing it. And the Facebook newsfeed and Write column, they are the cheapest. If you are advertising on Instagram, it will cost you more money than if you advertise on Facebook. That's why if you are beginning, we recommend you to start using the Facebook newsfeed, all right? Only because that's the cheapest and the most effective. Now, if you know that your audience is on Instagram, you might want to target Instagram as well, even if it's going to cost you more money, but you need to split test, you know? Who knows, maybe your audience is more active on Instagram and it's going to be cheaper on Instagram than on Facebook. So you want to always split test. The golden rule of marketing is to always split test. So you want to test on Facebook, you want to test on Instagram, you want to test on mobile, you want to test on desktop, and you want to see what's converting the best. Again, if you don't want to worry about all of the things, you can go on Mark and start a 14-day free trial. And we have a lot of templates of campaign structure based on, you know, e-commerce objective that you want, or if you want to retarget, we have templates for that. If you want to try campaign budget optimization, we have campaign for that. So we made advertising easy and affordable. All right, then we have the Instagram newsfeed and stories. As I told you guys, Instagram represents the highest cost. So it means that you will pay more to advertise your company on Instagram than you will pay on Facebook. And finally, what I want to explain you is the Facebook audience network. Very important. So the Facebook audience network allow advertisers to extend their reach in other platforms than Facebook. So you will have all the partners, all the websites that are partner with Facebook, all the apps that are partner with Facebook. So for example, you might, if you choose to advertise with Facebook audience network, you will maybe have an ad on Tinder. You know, you will maybe have an ad on a lot of mobile app games. You know, for the Facebook audience network, you have many formats. So you have native ads, all right? So native ads, they fit into the websites that are partner with Facebook. You have also the videos, all right? The video ad that starts before, during, or after a video. And you have the banner. So, you know, the banner at the top or the bottom of the screen. Facebook will recommend you to advertise on all of those. So it will tell you to choose automatic placements. And at Mark, we recommend you to choose edit placement and to choose the placement that makes the more sense to your business. Now, if you don't know which placements will make sense, then it's better to choose automatic placement and to let Facebook do his work. And by that, you will be able to split test a lot of placements and see what works the best and where your audience is, basically. Then you have the timing. It's a very important factor because, you know, when you are doing Facebook advertising, you need to consider the time of the year. According to a study done by Adespresso, the most expensive months to advertise on Facebook are October, November, and December. All right, so that's why you need to be aware if you advertise during winter months, because you need to expect your Facebook ads costs to be higher as a consequence. And this is the key events that you always should keep in mind. So you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and spring break. So, you know, if you advertise during those events, your Facebook ads cost will be higher as a consequence. Then the industry, we saw it, you know, that we saw the benchmark for each industry. So always look at your industry benchmark and KPIs before to advertise on Facebook ads, so you can know if you are overspending on your Facebook ads campaigns. So the country also, you know, we saw it. We saw the industry and the country. All of both are factors and determine the cost of your Facebook ads. If you're advertising in the US, it will cost you more than if you advertise in Europe. And finally, you have the optimization for ad delivery. If you're a beginner, we recommend you to follow the Facebook recommendations. So now it will optimize for conversions. So, you know, you will get the most conversions at the lowest cost. And that's the best thing, right? After, you can also optimize for link clicks, but it all depends on your objectives, right? Just keep in mind that the optimization for ad delivery is a factor in your Facebook advertising costs. Now, let's get to an important part of the video, guys, how to lower your Facebook ads cost. I'm going to give you, tips so that you can lower your Facebook ads cost and you can get better at Facebook advertising. The first thing, guys, is to tailor content to audiences. That's the best way to lower your Facebook ads, because then your relevance score will be higher. You want to do advertising campaigns that are tailored to the audience. And then use retargeting. So retargeting is the superpower of Facebook ads because it works really well. So if you have data on your pixel, what you want to do if you're beginning Facebook ads is to start with retargeting, because it will make you a high return over investment. So usually if you are targeting cold audiences, so audiences that don't know your business, you can expect to break even, you know. And if you are retargeting, you can expect a high return over investment. So that's why you need to build the full funnel. Retarget people that added your product to carts, or that view your content, or that watched 95% of one of your video. You want to retarget those people because they are the people that are the most likely to purchase. Then use eye-catching images. You want to be original. You want to grab the attention of the audiences. Again, if it's a video, you have the first 3 seconds are extremely important and you want to grab the attention of the audiences. The best thing, if you have 2 videos, is to split test the first 3 seconds, all right? And Mark can do that automatically for you. So use eye-catching images. You want images that resonate with your audiences. You want, for example, if I show you the ads of Nike on Facebook, you can see that they are always using eye-catching images. So Facebook is blue. I don't recommend to use blue color, but here you can see they are using red. They are using colors that grab the attention of the users, and that's a really great ad. And you know, those great brands, they always use eye-catching images, eye-catching creatives, and eye-catching colors. Then we have social proof. So a very simple example is this image. Where would you click? Would you click on the newly created ad that doesn't have social proof? Or would you click with this ad that has a lot of social proof? So the answer is obvious. You would click on the social proof because it validates your decision. It's important. If you don't have social proof, it's important to build it. Then A/B test, guys. A/B testing is the holy grail of advertising, and you always want to A/B test your videos. Now, this is a golden rule. It's very important. As I told you guys, A/B testing can really, really lower your Facebook ads costs. So you really want to A/B test a lot of your creatives, the audiences, the placements. You want to A/B test everything, even your website. You want to have different pages so that you can test, okay, I send people to this page, I send people to this page, what brings me the most conversions. So we have A/B testing. Of course, we have the placements. That's important. If you choose audience network and it's not suited for your audience, you will pay a lot. So you need to choose the placements wisely. If your audience is only on Instagram, it doesn't make sense to advertise on Facebook. You will only pay for Instagram placements so that it will lower your Facebook ads cost and you will get conversions. And finally, guys, my final message is to, we saw a lot of metrics, a lot of KPIs. We saw the CPM, we saw the cost per click, but the only metric that matters is the return over ad spend, all right? The return over investment. So if you have a high cost per click and the campaign is bringing you money actually, then you don't want to turn off that campaign because it's working, right? Okay, the cost per click is expensive, but maybe targeted an audience that's really, really interested. But some people, because they see that there is a high cost per click, they immediately turn off that ad sets. And that's the thing why we prefer to trust algorithm and machines to run Facebook advertising and digital advertising in general, because it's really the goal is to make decisions based on logic and not based on emotions. And when you can see, when you have a platform that can see all the advertising platforms and take the decisions based on your data, based on what the best thing to do logically, then you get lower cost per click, you get lower cost per acquisition, and you reduce your Facebook ads costs. So again, you can try Mark. It's free for 14 days, and you can make yourself an idea on how the platform can work for your brand. And again, we have two types of return over investments. I'm going fast on this, but we have the social return over investment and the financial return over investment. So both are really important, and you need to consider that if you are building a campaign for social return over investment, it's normal to not have a financial return over investment during the first months. Basically, it's a long-term game. So you are building engagement, you are building views, you are building brand awareness, people know about your brand, and it will compound over time. But if you are focused on social return over investment, you do not want to focus on the first months, on wanting your money back, directly. But so yeah, guys, I just wanted to tell you the social return over investment and the financial return over investment. Both are really important. And one is short term, the financial return over investment. The goal is to make money on your ad spend. And the other one is the social return over investment, where the goal is to build awareness so that later on it will compound and you will get awareness, you will get more purchases because more people will know your brand. So both are really important, and I wanted to tell you guys the difference. All right, so I hope that this video helped you to understand Facebook ads better. Again, we are going to make more videos on this channel, so make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe. And you can comment videos that you would like us to make on Facebook ads. So it can be on e-commerce, on a lot of other different subjects, So yeah, we hope that you understand Facebook ads better now. And if you have any questions, you can ask us in the comments, all right? I would be glad to answer your questions. If you want also that we make another video on a particular subject, we are here to help. So we will make blog posts or videos. I will link the full blog post in the description so that you can check the video by yourself. And also, if you want to try Mark for 14 days, again, it's an all-in-one advertising platform where you can build your creatives, and it's really easy. Basically, what we are trying to do is make advertising easy and affordable. So you don't have to go to a lot of different platforms. You just go into one platform to do all of your advertising. So again, the Mark team is there for you. We hope to make this content really valuable. If you have any questions, put it in the comment. If you want another videos, put it in the comment. We'll make more technical videos in the future. It was a general video on Facebook, on some Facebook ads tip that you can use to reduce your Facebook ads cost. We hope that you liked it. And yeah, guys, I will see you in another video.